Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Liz. Today I'll be showing you how to make a Valentine Scoodie. These are perfect for the chilly weather and absolutely adorable. This tutorial is geared for advanced beginners. You should be comfortable making double crochets, single crochets, chains, and slip stitches. For this Scoodie, you'll need 25 squares. The hood needs 8 squares and the scarf portion needs 17 squares. In this tutorial, I demonstrate how to do the join as you go method. You don't have to learn the method if you don't want to, but it is definitely a game changer. This method saves me a lot of time. Instead of creating all the squares and then going back to sew them together individually, I am able to join each square as I go. For this Scoodie, I used Big Twist Medium Rose yarn, Big Twist Varsity Red yarn, a 5mm hook, and some scissors. Last Valentine's, I made a tutorial on how to make this heart granny square. In this video, I am not demonstrating it, but I will have the link to it in the description in case you'd like a step-by-step tutorial. However, in this video, I will include a diagram on how to make it. If you've never followed a diagram before, you must start in the middle. In the middle, you see chains, 4 chains that make a ring. You can also substitute that for a magic ring. You then chain 3 as shown on the diagram and make 2 double crochets next to it. Chain 2 and you repeat around. The dot represents a slip stitch at the end of each row. You can see where I started row 2 by finding the chain 3. To get to that spot, I slip stitched my way to the corner chain space. As you continue to follow the diagram, you'll also notice when you should change the color. For this video, I pre-made all of my squares because I wanted to quickly record this tutorial in one day. You can make each square one by one as you join them. Now that all that has been said, let's get started on the join as you go method. For the hood, you need 8 squares. One square will have 5 rows and the rest only have 4 rows completed. I made a diagram to show the order of how I'm attaching them. I'm starting with square 1. It has 5 rows completed. Grab square 2 and we will be joining them by the corners. Starting with the smaller square, find the corner space and attach your yarn and make 3 double crochets. I'm starting with a chain 3 and this will count as a double crochet. Make 2 more double crochets for a total of 3. Here's my third one. Now go ahead and chain 1 and we will now connect this to the bigger square. Insert your hook from the back corner space and then just pull through. Chain 1 and make 3 more double crochets in the same corner space of the smaller square. There's 1, 2, and 3. Now we have our corner space complete. From the bigger square, we are going to look for the next gap space and we're going to insert our hook inside of it through the back. And pull your yarn through. And again, we're going to make 3 double crochets in the gap space from our smaller square. 1, 2, and 3. We will continue to repeat this. So find the gap space from the bigger square. We're going to insert our hook from the back and pull through. Now make 3 double crochets into the next space. 1, 2, and 3. Again, find the next gap space from the bigger square. Insert your hook, pull through, and make 3 double crochets. I messed up right there. 1, 2, and 3. We're almost to the next corner space. First, we need to attach from the gap space. So go ahead, insert your hook, pull through. Now we're going to work in our corner stitch. Make 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. chain 1, insert your hook into the gap space and pull through, chain 1, make 3 more double crochets into our smaller square in the gap space, 1, 2, and 3. Now we made our other corner space and we have attached our 2 squares together. Continue to complete the 5th row of the square as you normally would without joining. If you take a closer look from the side where we joined, there are little gaps between. This is how it should look. I'm going to continue my 5th row off screen and I'll meet up with you as we finish our 5th row. I am at the end of row 5. All that is left is to slip stitch at the top of the chain 3 that we started with. Go ahead and cut off your yarn. I'll just weave it in later. I usually weave it with my hook, so that's why my strand isn't too long. So this is how it looks. I'm stretching out the top square so that it looks a little bit more even. And that is how you do the join as you go method. I will now attach square 3. Square 3 will only be attached to square 2 for now. I will attach at the corner and make my way around. Go ahead and start at this corner and make 3 double crochets in the gap spaces. I will meet up with you once you're ready to attach the next corner to square 1 and 2. I am at the corner space. Like before, make 3 double crochets in the corner space. 1, 2, 3, and chain 1. Grab pieces 1 and 2, and we are going to insert our hook in the gap between squares 1 and 2, right in between them. Insert your hook, and we are going to pull through, and now we are joining all 3 pieces together. Chain 1, and make 3 more double crochets in the corner space of our square 3. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to continue as before. Make sure your work is on the correct side. Mine's all flipped over. So insert your hook in the back space of square 2 and then pull through. I found a little hair, just get it out of the way. It happens. So pull through, make 3 more double crochets into square 3, and we are going to continue to connect our square 3 and our square 2 together all the way to the very end. So we're done making our 3 double crochets. Find your next gap space, insert your hook, pull through, and again repeat. Continue to do this until you're all done joining this side together, and the next 2 sides you will not be attaching them. I will meet you when we are done with square 3. We have completed squares 1, 2, and 3. To attach square 4, I will start at the corner space, and I will not be joining with any other squares besides the previous squares I have already worked on. So we will start in the corner stitch. We will make 3 double crochets across, join when we get to the corner, and continue to join along the side. When we get to the next corner space, we will be attaching it diagonally to square 2 right in this gap space diagonally. We will complete the corner space and continue to join down this side and finish the next side without joining. Go ahead and start at this corner, make 3 double crochets in the gap spaces. I will meet up with you once we're ready to join the corners. I am at the corner. Go ahead and make 3 double crochets into that corner space. 1, 2, 3, chain 1. We will be joining this square to our square 1 from the back. Go ahead, we're going to pull through and then chain 1. and make 3 more double crochets into that corner space. 1, 2, and 3. Insert your hook in the next gap space to join and then pull through. Continue to repeat the process as before. I will meet up with you once you're at the next corner space. Now we're in the corner stitch. We're going to make 3 double crochets, chain 1, and now let's grab our work, make sure it's the right way. Okay, so we're gonna connect it diagonally to square 2. So I'm inserting my hook from the bottom of square 2 right there. Pull through, chain 1, and make 3 double crochets into the corner stitch. And that's how we're gonna connect the squares. So I'm going to finish the square off camera. So continue to connect to this side together and then make this regular by itself. Okay, so this is what my square is looking like. They're all connected. This is how the middle looks connected. I will be crocheting square 5 and 6 off camera. I will meet up with you once we're ready to join square 7. So I'm ready to attach square 7. So for square 7, I'm going to start right here. I'm going to attach it into this middle stitch, continue to attach. Then when I get to the corner, I will be attaching it diagonally right here, just how we did the last corner. Then I'm going to continue to connect the corners. And when I start doing this row, I will be connecting these 2 sides together and finishing up my square. So I'm going to be doing this one with you. So we're gonna get started right in the corner. Starting in the corner space, chain 3 and make 2 more double crochets for a total of 3 double crochets. Chain 1 and insert your hook in the middle space between squares 5 and 6, pull through, chain 1, and make 3 more double crochets into that corner stitch. There's 1, 2, and 3. Insert your hook into the gap space and pull through. Make 3 more double crochets into the next gap space. 1, 2, 3. Continue to repeat and I'll meet you in the corner space. I'm at the corner. I already did my 3 double crochets and my chain 1. I'm ready to join. I will insert my hook diagonally to square 1. Find the middle gap, insert your hook, and pull through. Chain 1 and make 3 more double crochets into that corner stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Continue to crochet this. When we get to the corner stitch, I will meet you right here so that we could connect these 2 sides together. I am in the corner space already. I did my first 3 double crochets in my chain 1. I am ready to connect it to the other side. So from under, I'm going to pull through. I'm going to chain 1 and make 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Now continue to crochet and join this side of the square together. Once you get to the next corner space, finish row 5 without joining any sides. This is what our hood looks like. This is how it would be if it was straight like before, but now these are connected. So we need to connect square 8. We can do this off camera. I'm going to start here, connect it in the corner, connect it diagonally, connect this diagonally, and finish it up. This is how your hood is looking so far. We are going to begin the scarf portion now. You will need 17 squares, 3 rounds each. The 4th row will be completed as we continue the join as you go method. I'm going to start attaching my little square to my hood. So just how we did before, start off with your 3 double crochets in the corner stitch and then chain 1. Now we will attach it to the corner stitch of our hood. Pull through and chain 1 and make 3 more double crochets into the corner stitch. 2 and 3. Next, we're looking for the gap space from the hood. Found it, pull through and make 3 more double crochets in our gap space. There's 2 and there's 3. Once again, let's look where the next space is. Insert your hook. Time to do our 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Let's look for the gap space in the back. And now we're getting to our corner. We're making our 3 double crochets. Chain 1, let's see where we're going to insert it. So it's not even, but this is the next space. So insert your hook towards the bottom, pull through. Oh, this is looking messy. Let's pull through again. There we go. Chain 1 and continue with your corner stitch with 3 more double crochets. Let's see what it's looking like. This is what it's looking like. Nice. So we attached right here. We are going to continue just like a regular granny square and connect it right here. I'll meet you when we're done. Our first square for the scarf has been joined. We are going to join the second one now. Starting at the corner, we are going to chain 3 and make 2 more double crochets for a total of 3 double crochets. Chain 1 and connect your squares in the other corner space. Pull through, chain 1, and make 3 more double crochets into that space. 1, 2, and 3, where we'll be joining the 2 sides together. So find the next gap space and pull through. Make 3 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Once again, join your squares together and make 3 more double crochets into your square. 1, 2, and 3. Join again. And now we will be working in the corner space. Make your 3 double crochets in the corner. 1, 2, 3, chain 1. You're going to connect it into the same stitch that the previous granny square went in. So into that same stitch, pull through 1, chain 1, and make 3 more double crochets. Just like that. This is what it looks like. So both of these go into the same stitch. Then continue to work into the next space. What is the next space? Oh, so then the next space is the corner stitch from these 2 squares. We're going to ignore these 2 spots, and right here in the middle is where we're going to insert our hook and pull through. And make our next three double crochets. There's 2, there's 3. So yeah, we skipped the 2 horizontal ones and we just went into there. Now we're going to continue with the next space, which is this one, and make 3 more double crochets. Insert your hook into the next gap space and join. Now we're working in the corner space. Make 3 double crochets into the corner. There's 1, 2, 3, chain 1, find the next gap space, insert your hook and pull through, chain 1 again, and make 3 more double crochets into the same gap space to complete your corner. So this is what our scarf is looking like. We've connected 2 sides. For the rest of the granny square, do the regular stitch to complete it. And then you're going to be continuing and connecting 3 more squares to the hood. It is going to connect evenly to the other side of the hood. So just repeat that process. I'll meet up with you when you're done. I have finished attaching the 5 squares on the hood. Now we must attach 6 squares on each side of the hood to add length to the scarf. I attached the rest of the squares sideways. I found that if I didn't, the hearts on my finished product were sideways when I wore the Scoodie. So to have the hearts right side up, I had to attach them sideways. I will join the rest of my 6 squares on each side of my scarf off screen. I will meet you once we're ready to do the scallop border. Our Scoodie is almost complete. Before we can add the scallop stitch, we must make 1 single crochet in the back loop of each stitch around. Working in the back loop will make the border look clean. With your yarn attached, we are going to skip 1 stitch and make 5 double crochets into the next. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip the next stitch, and into the next one make a slip stitch and repeat. So skip a stitch and into the next one make 5 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip a stitch, and into the next one make a slip stitch. Once again, you can continue to repeat that all around. So skip a stitch, into the next one make 5 double crochets. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, skip a stitch and make a slip stitch into the next. Continue to repeat that all around and you will have a beautiful, very cute scallop stitch border. We are finally done. I think this is the sweetest Valentine Scoodie ever. I love how these colors pop against each other. I love how cozy it looks. I also feel these make the cutest fashion statements for the cold weather. I hope you stuck around and learned the join as you go method. I truly feel it saves so much time. If you make one, I'd love to see it. Please tag me on Instagram and I'll share it on my story. You can also tag me on TikTok, though I don't know how much longer it will be around for. So I'll see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy my content.